Okay, let's continue. So from here, we, we sign into the account, sign into your Google account. So we create a new Google Ads account, a new Google Ads account. Now, most times, some people can just click next here and just continue. No, you switch to expert mode. Switch to expert mode. At least you already know how to create an advert. That is why you are switching to expert mode. Now, if you continue here, you click web traffic. Now you want to click web traffic, display, enter your, okay, so that won't be too fast. You want to click display, web traffic, and continue. Or if you follow that process, you will be required to enter your billing information to add payment immediately you finish creating the advert, because you are trying to create a campaign already for me. This is a new campaign. You can see it at the top here, new campaign. But rather than doing that, you can just create an account that does not have a campaign yet, such that after creating the account, you will now go and create your campaign. Then the advantage of this is that your campaign, you can monitor your campaign. You can see if your advert has been approved, if you need to make changes before you add your billing information, before you add payment. So we will not just continue here, we create an account without a campaign. Then you submit, and you explore your account. You have not created any campaign yet. I want you to know that for Google Ads, you always have campaign and ad group. Ad groups are under campaign. Campaign are under ad accounts. Campaigns are under ad accounts. Just like this is a campaign here. This is the account number 55828438184. By this corner here, you can create a new Google account here, an ad account. You can add an ad account here. Now, but any ad account, this is a new account now that has not been used, a new ad account. You can create a campaign here, but for each campaign, this campaign is not complete until you have an ad group under it, which you are going to create. You can have several ad groups under one campaign. You can have several campaigns under one ad account. Are we following? I need a response, please.
Yes, yes, we are. Yes.
Okay, now, so from here, just create a new campaign. Go to web traffic. Your target is to, your goal is to drive traffic to your website. Then there are different types of ads. You have video ads, shopping, discovery, search. That is when people search for keywords, your ads can pop up. That's why when you go to Google search, that thing that most of us call Google is one of Google's several apps. That particular app is called Google Search. So if you go to Google Search and you type some words, if your ads can pop up here, there are things you can do to make your advert always show on your first page of searching. There are things you can do. Look at it, this is Google Search. This is what most people call Google. This is Google Search. But our target is to drive traffic, and we want to create a display advert that can pop up on the phone, on your gadget. So we are creating a display. So use a standard display campaign, not a Gmail. You can use a Gmail campaign, but we are using standard display campaign. Now I'm going to my website. I would like to copy. This is the URL I want to use. So I've copied that. So I've pasted the URL here, and I will continue. Now, most of us, now your campaign name, before I get there, your campaign name can be anything. I can call my campaign name, I can call it Lyceum Plus. If I choose to, I can call it my name, I can call it Nigeria, I can call it anything I like. Now here, you can choose your target location. You select enter another location. If you want to target, if you not want to target or you want to include or exclude some location. For example, if I want to target Lagos State, the whole of Lagos State, I'll type in Lagos State and I will target. If I want to exclude Delta State, I will not target, I will exclude. Are we following? That is how we do for all your desired locations. But for me, I am choosing to target the whole of Nigeria, which is what I am recommending for most of us at the moment. Target the whole country. Now for the languages, remove Chinese and just leave the English language alone. Now this bidding, this is where I want most of us to pay attention. Most times in the past, what I taught us was that, okay, you select a bid strategy directly and you change to maximize clicks, you enter cost per click, and so on. But now, we are not going to do that. What you do here is you select a bid strategy directly. This maximize clicks, you will not select maximize clicks. Some of my downlines made this discovery and saw that, okay, those ads that have not been delivering for weeks, when they did this little adjustment, within a matter of hours and days, the ad started having impression. So what you choose here is choose manual cost per click. So manual CPC. Now these are automated bid strategies, all the ones you see at the top. When something is automated, it means you don't have control over it. It is when Google wants it to run that it will run. But your manual bid strategy depends on you. It means it should run as soon as possible, as long as your advert is approved. So you can choose a manual cost per click. You can see here, it said this helps increase conversion with enhanced CPC. Now your budget can be anything, but I want you to know something about budget in Google. This is not the amount you are going to be paying. If, for example, this is an average budget. If you choose $10, it means you have set it that, okay, Google Ads should spend $10 on your campaign in a day. But Google will tell you, just like Facebook too, that this may not be the actual amount because some people, your ads will have impressions in other places and people will not click at that moment. But after your ads have finished spending that $10, some people will still be seeing your advert. It will be having impressions, it will be reaching some people. That is why you are not going to spend exactly $10. It is going to be a little higher than that. In fact, as a matter of fact, when you press $10, your ad can spend $25. Those that have done Google Ads can bear witness. So for example, I am choosing $10. I'm choosing $10 for my daily budget. Now, you can choose to go ahead and add some additional settings like ad rotation, ad schedule. If you don't want your ad to run all day, you can set the time you want your ads to run. For example, if you want your ads to run on Monday, probably from 10 p.m. in the evening at night to to 2:30 a.m. bí àwọn àjẹ́ fẹ́ tajà fún àwọn tí ò kí ń sùn lóru is possible. But for now, I strongly recommend that you let your ad run all day. Also, you can choose a start. By default, your start day is the date you are creating your ad. That is today. Then you can choose an end date. If you choose an end date, it means after that particular day, your ad will stop running completely unless you go back to alter this. So, but I'm not choosing an end date. Now, devices. You can choose your ad to run on all devices, or you can choose it to run on specific devices. You want your ad to run on non-mobile gadgets like computers, tablets. You can choose them here. You can choose your ads to display on tablet alone. You can choose the operating system. You can choose the device model. You can choose the network. But I choose my ads to run on all devices. There are other things you can learn about Google Ads here, but I just want to teach us the basic things. Now, like I told you the other time, each ad, each campaign you create must have an ad group. That is the ad section. So you can call it any name. I can call it my ad. It is as I wish. Now, I think it is possible. Let me emphasize that when you get to this section, that you will see automatic. I can't really remember how it was written. Automatic something. Just change it. Change it to manual. Then every other thing will be okay. Because this interface is equally dynamic. It is not. This is not the way to display on some Google accounts. Are we following me? I need a response, please.
Yes.
Or am I too fast?
No.
I need somebody else to respond to that. Am I too fast? May I continue?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, the audience, there are things you can do about these ones too, but this is not where I'm going. I need to teach us the basic things we need to get our business running. Now, the demographics. There are some people that have set the agenda on their Google accounts to male or female, or even on other platforms like Facebook, because Google displays your advert on YouTube, on Facebook, on all Google apps, Google Play Store, Google Map, Google Search, everything. Google displays your advert on, even on Facebook, Google displays your advert on Facebook too. So as long as these people set the agenda, you can target people that are male, that are female, that have set the agenda to be male or female, or people that did not set the agenda specifically. Like when you are setting up your Google account, Google will give you an option of setting either a male, a female, or you choose not to say. So those choose not to say is unknown. But for example, I want to sell Lycium Plus. Either you're a male or a female, you can use it. So even if you have not set your gender, I will still select unknown because I want to target you. But if I'm selling products that are specifically for male, I want to target a male, it is best that I remove female and unknown because there will be some female that have set the agenda to be unknown. And my ads will just keep showing to them and I'll keep wasting my clicks. So, but for now, this product, I can choose everybody. I'm choosing to target age 35 to 65 above. I don't want to target unknown. Then this is okay. Then the reason why this household income is not available for countries like Nigeria is because we lack data in this country. So nobody can predict our income. We don't even know our population. Talk about our income, our household income. So that's why something like this is not available. It's only available, I think, in the US and some developed countries. Target expansion, and I'm not going there tonight. Now, this is another very important thing. Your ad group bid. Your ad group bid, you can use 0.03. It shouldn't be too low. It will be too low. If it is too low, your ads may not deliver very soon. If it is too high, your ads will be, Google will like it, because what it means is that for every person that clicks your ad, Google should charge you 0.03. If you choose 0.05, Google will like it. If you choose $1 per click, it means anybody that clicks your advert like that has has consumed 470 something naira, which is $1. So by using 0.03, let's hope that Google accepts our bid. That is my ad group bid. It means if I create another ad group under this campaign, I will have to set another ad group bid for that, because this bidding is meant for the ad group, not for the whole campaign. So I'm done with that part. Now I want to create my advert. There is a meter here that shows the progress of your ad creation, your images, your headlines, your description. I can try as much as possible to add HTTP apostrophe, but don't use HTTPS. The prompt here says that you should use HTTPS so that your customer information can be protected, but don't use that, because most time people will not always land on your website when you use HTTPS. So use HTTP alone. Now, I want to add images. I want to upload some images for my advert. So let me go to some of the images I have downloaded. Let me see which one can. Let me choose this. I have, since I created an account without a campaign, even if my images were disapproved, I'll come back and edit them. I'll come back and edit them because I have the liberty. I want to add more images from another folder. Let me come to please, are we following me? Please, if you are following me, please, I want you to respond. I want you to reply.
Yes.
Please, I hope I'm not too fast.
Nope.
I hope I'm not too slow either.
Nope.
This one image I'd like to add that I have not found. Adding some of these images. Okay, I want to add this image like that. So I have only uploaded the images. I have not added it to Google Ads. So I'll start selecting each of these image assets one after another. Hold on, please. I want to check. It's like this section could end soon. Then before then, okay, I'm running out of time. I have just 10 minutes now for this section. Let me use this image. I want to select it as, you can either select it as an image or a logo. I will show you that later. I will select this as an image, not a logo. I want to use this as a square image too. These ones all fit square images. Let me see this, if this one is okay for a logo. This one has a caption, so it's better I use it as an image. Same with this and this. Let me use this as logo. Let me use as a landscape image. I'll use this as I'll use it as a square logo. Just be reasonable about the selection. There is no rule to it. Just be reasonable. This man looks like Lily Sachs. Let me use him.
Okay.
Although you can add, I think 15 images and 5 logos. Now this one they are fine enough. It's okay now. You see the meter here. You can see that my images has been marked. That's because I've chosen enough assets for that. Are you getting me? So here I'll add my headlines. My headlines. Now I have some I've used for an advert before. I would just like to use that so that I will not keep thinking. So you type your headlines there. This is mine. You can add up to 5 headlines. Like now, I've just added one. I want to add up to 5. This is another one. You can only use 30 characters for the headline section. I know most of us are familiar with that. And the final part, final headline is this. So the next thing you need to add is long headline. You can see that my headlines have been marked there. So my long headline is my long headline. Maximum of 90 characters. This is another one. Now, this here you have description. You can add up to 5 description too. You can choose to add just one, or you can add up to 5, but not more than 5. Also, let me add the other 3. And then the last one, The last one is this. Now you can see that it will say that my art looks excellent very soon. My art will look excellent. It will update it very soon and you see that my art will look excellent. These are images. This is a landscape image. These are these are logos. These small ones are logos. These are logos. These are images. This is one I said looks like Elisax. This is how it will display on the phone. Those are just previews. Now you can add your business name. Please, you must make sure that this business name is written precisely and take note of it because you are going to know is why inputting your billing information. I always make the business name something that is reasonable because it also shows on the ad. You can see this is it. I typed health is wealth and look at health is wealth there. I just wrote and if I've written just anything there, it means that is what people will be seeing. So I like it to have sense, whatever I'm going to add there. I'm almost as good as done with this section. So what I need to do here, but before we conclude this part, I would like to know, does anybody have a question here? I don't want this section to end without we asking a question. The next part, I will show you how to add billing. Is there anybody there who has a question? Please feel free to ask a question. Anyone?
I have a question.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, what if you don't use up to the 15 assets? I mean the images and logos.
No, you don't have to. They are just, you have minimum requirements. For example, you have to add at least one landscape image and one square image. Then for logo, you need to have just at least a square logo, and you are okay. Those are the minimum.
And also looking at the strength of the images, the headlines and description. What if for the images it shows maybe average? Does that mean your ad may not perform well?
No. The thing is,
Okay.
look at this preview now. This is what is going to show to one viewer at once. You have images, logos,
Yes.
headlines, long headlines, long headline description, and business name. One of each is what is going to show to somebody at once. Are you getting me? So it is very good if your headline, your logo, your image, your business name, everything, and your image passes information all together. Are you getting me? For example,
Yes.
if I had written how to overcome my problem, if I had written pay on delivery, and people are seeing ice, they will be like, are you selling ice? And people are, something like that. It should have meaning. It is one of each. It is
Yeah.
not every image that will display at once to one person. It is
Okay.
just one of each. One image, one logo, one headline. It is going to pick, Google is going to pick each and every one of them. Because you never can tell which of the images, which of the logo, which of the headline, anything is going to perform best. That is why when your advert starts running after some day, you go to your asset details and you see the report on them. There are some that are better performing than others. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So it is not compulsory, but it is good that you have options because you don't know which one is going to perform very, very well. After some days, you see which one is less performing, then you can come back and edit that one and replace it with another one that can perform better.
Thank you.
Okay, now any other questions, please? This section is ending under 1 minute. And I want to save this. Okay, if you want to create more than one ad, you just create add to ad group. Like add to ad group. And you can create a new ad here. If you create a new ad too. But now that's just what I want to create. So I want to create a campaign now. So I'll just continue to campaign. You see here that my ads cannot show ad because I've not added my billing information. It's very okay because, okay, you go to ads and extension. It's still under review. Are you getting me? So please, if this session disconnects under a minute, just try to reconnect again so that we can continue.